up, what up, what up, what up, good people? It's your Big XL. You riding dirty with Big XL. And man, you know what it is, you know what it is. I had to crank up this live. Because we just seen the slap that was heard around the world. My man, Will Smith, put hands on Chris Rock at the Grammys last night. All right. My man, Will Smith, put hands on Chris Rock at the Grammys last night. Now, we're gonna dive deep into this thing. We're gonna dive real deep into this thing, but I don't want to dive deep into it alone because I've watched everybody on Facebook, on all forms of social media, turn this into a meme. Talk about Will, talk about Chris Rock, talk about what is wrong, simping. There are a lot of different opinions. When it comes to this subject matter. So, you know what? I see my guy online talking about it this morning. I'm like, you know what? I want to talk about this situation, but I want to talk about this situation with somebody. So I decided to invite my guy, BMO Slim, to come ride dirty with the boy Big XL. I see right now he's puffing, so he's definitely riding dirty doing his thing. But we've been to get into Will Smith and Chris Rock. First and foremost, BMO, welcome. Thank you for coming to ride dirty with your boy.
OG, you know, alumni in the building.
All right, man. So look, man, last night, were you watching the Grammys?
No, sirree. I don't think I've ever watched the Oscars, to be honest with you.
I keep saying the Oscars, the Grammys. I mean the Oscars. That lets you know I don't watch either. I don't watch the Oscars or the Grammys. I don't watch anything you gotta wear a suit to. So look, but as a matter of fact, the funny thing about it, so me and the wife, it's on, and I'm watching some of my favorite YouTubers, and I'm like, man, she's like, you don't want to watch the Oscars? I'm like, man, no, because most of the time when the Oscars come out, I don't know none of the movies that's win, none of the actors or actresses. They start sprinkling a few things in here and there, but for the most part, I don't be knowing them. They'll throw one movie that I go to the movies a lot, and I watch a lot of movies. And 9 times out of 10, when the Oscars come on, I might have seen one of the movies, maybe, and I might have heard of the others. So, but we're gonna fast forward because I want to peel back some layers on this thing because I'm seeing a lot of different people's opinions. First thing is Chris Rock. He's doing his monologue, and he's actually about to introduce an award that actually went to Questlove. So shout out to Questlove for his documentary of summer or something, but it's the concert documentary. So shout out to Questlove for winning. I do hate that this happened right before Questlove got a chance to win his joint. But so in the process, Chris Rock says, I can't wait to see Jada in G.I. Jane 2. Okay? Will Smith proceeds to make his way up front like he Kanye West and Taylor Swift and basically give Chris Rock one of the most stiffest smacks I've ever seen in my life.
Right.
All right. My first question to you is, do you think Will Smith, first of all, do you think it's real?
Oh, it's definitely real. Just from what I've seen on social media, Breakfast Club, and different Variety, Vanity Fair, all these different publications reporting on it, it's definitely real. Now, I know, and I don't want to get too far ahead. I know how you pace things, but I will say this: it would be good now as a PR move to go with the whole stage thing to help both people out in this situation, because Chris is definitely going to be affected. Will is obviously affected. If you want to try to put a good little bow on this and try to clean it up, for the people in social media, you could always go it was staged route. Everybody's got to buy into it though, and the story has to remain consistent. But since we know that's not going to happen, this is a black eye on the event, unfortunately, and it's a shame that it had to be Will Packer's first produced event. Um, that's all I'm gonna say for it right now. I don't want to get too. I'll let you throw them up and I'll dunk them home.
Okay. So the first thing I want to ask is this: do you feel like how many people in Caucasian America or white America said this is why we don't invite y'all to the Oscars? How many said that, you think?
Twitter was that's my main platform for social media interaction, and Twitter wasn't holding nothing back, man. It was a lot of that.
Okay. And this was the first Oscar produced by African American, which was Will Packer.
Right.
Right? Okay. Now, let's get into I made a post this morning about whether it's real or fake. I feel like there was a lesson to be. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go back to my post. I said it's called defending your wife's honor. Fake or real, there's a lesson in it. All right, how do you feel about that statement I made when it comes to defending your wife's honor or your lady's honor?
Right.
So, how do you feel about? Do you think this was him defending Jada's honor?
Absolutely. I hate it for him because she's constantly putting him in situations where he has to do just that. And this one was really, really bad because of the platform and the stage that it happened on. Now you can see initially, and this is what I hate. A lot of people commenting on the fact that he was smiling and laughing at first. Well, I go to I forget which comedian it was. I think it was DL Hughley. Was like, the lights over there at the Wills residence ain't staying on because it set it off.
You're right.
It ain't staying on because of Jason's lyric. You know what I'm saying? So Will is the one that has more experience and more time in this industry. He's media trained. So he knows how to put the smile on the face, if you will, the laugh. We'll deal with this later. The problem was when the joke fell flat and the camera went to Jada and her reaction was public, it put Will in a situation right then and there where he had to do something. Because had she been as media trained as he was and not deciding to use this moment to do some hood, what's the Dave Chappelle skit? When keeping it real goes wrong.
Yeah, keeping it real go wrong.
So I feel like Jada should have taken the Will route. Everybody's telling, Will what Will should have done, and Will should have waited and should have handled it later. Well, nobody's got that same smoke for Jada. Yeah, you were uncomfortable with the joke, but put a smile on your face for now. We'll go to the back and deal with it. We'll deal with it at the after party, whatever the case may be. But her reaction put Will in a situation right then and there where he had to make a move.
That's all right, now how do you feel like? Because I see a lot of people saying, "Well, Jada for the streets." Saying what you said about she keeps continuously putting him in these situations. But this is how I view it. Okay, this was not a joke made about her sexual exploit.
Talking about August, August dude.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, stuff coming out saying she messed with one of the guys in Crisscross. But a lot of people saying, well, Jada's for the street. So he wasn't defending her honor because she ain't got no honor.
I don't see where people always go to the August Alsina part of the conversation when we're talking about this, because as I understood it, and I don't know these folks from Adam. You see what I'm saying? I don't know these folks from a hole in the wall. But I have my sources. I got folks out there, so whatever. From what I understand, they hadn't been together, or they was right around that divorce conversation conversation talk that they were having around the time that she was with August. Will was already in knowledge about this. So that's like a person. I don't like using people because it's kind of hard to keep up with the analogy. But let's just, for lack of a better scenario, we'll say, let's just say you and your old lady on the rocks right now, whatever, y'all seeing other people, right? You know who she dealing with. Why you gonna turn around now and try to fight him? That's ridiculous. That's stupid. People talk like Will was in the complete dark about what was going on with him, with August rather, and his wife. They're looking for smoke where it don't need to be no smoke. If I didn't already bless that situation, or I'm cool with it, or whatever you want to call it, ain't no reason for me to be trying to put my hands on dude. But again, that's another situation where she put him in a situation where he has to now be the butt of somebody's jokes, the subject of memes. You know what I'm saying? And it's only so much a man gonna take. It's only so much anybody gonna take. You keep girl, look at it like this. What's little baby's girl name? They just was in the news.
It's hard for me to keep up
They
with
just
this.
was in the news. You hear all the comments about, girl, I wouldn't be taking that. These girls give a dude one time, and they over. But Will been taking shit. Excuse my language. He been taking stuff on.
You can say shit.
Bet it up then. He been taking shit on the chin now for at least 10 years.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me add this. Being a male, right? And it's documented that Will has had mistresses or side chicks. There's photos that's hit the internet about Will, and they've always said Will and Jada had an open marriage. Now, because we're common people, we once it hit us, it has been discussed in these households a gazillion times. That's the one thing I don't like about social media and these platforms. We think when we hear it, even though it feels like real time to us, it's not real time to the household.
That's right.
So I've always heard Will and Jada had an open marriage. I always heard that. Whether it's true, whether it's not, I don't know. I don't live in a household. But obviously, if there's situations where there are photos of of August and Willow and just different things, I'm sure that whatever this family dynamic is, that was already discussed. My thing is, and a lot of people on my page felt like I heard somebody say that was lame of him. I don't see how someone can consider it lame for this man to address this man when it happened about something that could be a terminal issue for her life.
Let me say this. People ain't looking at stuff deep enough for me. I looked at it like, if this man got up out of his seat and walked up on that stage on live and national television and slapped the dog shit out of Chris Rock the way that he did, what prompted him to get up and do that? Do you understand where I'm going with this? He would rather get up and do that versus ride home with that woman who feels like he did not stand up for her. He would rather take a potential charge than to deal with Jada Pinkett Smith. That's what I got out of that.
And you know that ride home, if you've ever been in a relationship, every man know that ride home, you'd rather kiss that charge.
You might as well just jump out while the car riding. Hope you get run over.
Because you ain't gonna never live that down.
Oh, you not? Look, the internet not even letting him, bro. You know how much Tupac would have been thrown up in that man's face that night?
Yeah. Tupac would have did this. Tupac would have did that.
It'd have been over with.
All right, now.
Man, I am dying. The internet did not let up on that. They was quick to point that part out, and they're right.
All right, my next question about it. Now, in 2016, Chris Rock made some comments because Will and Jada boycotted the Oscars. All right,
That's something else that a lot of people forgot about. A lot of people
Chris
forgot
Rock
about Coach
said,
C.
well, Chris Rock made a statement about, well, Jada Pinkett boycotting the Oscars, but that's like her boycott something. I don't remember the comment, but he
I
has
do.
been at these people. So do you think that comment in 2016 could have been a catalyst to this?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Look, it's not even a secret. They not friends. And when I say they, I mean the Smith family and Chris Rock. They not friends. That's been
I
documented.
didn't know that.
That's documented, and I can post it. I've already posted it. I'll give it to you after we finish. They not cool. So for him, that's like bro, I told you one time about my woman. I told you one time about my female, my whoop, whoop, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you still on it? You still playing? He lucky it wasn't a closed fist.
Bro, if it had been a closed fist, oh man,
it wouldn't have been no different. It wouldn't have been no different.
No, he laid him out.
Charge. It's the same.
No, he would
charge.
have laid him out though.
Yeah, lay him out. Shit, you should have laid him out.
Now,
if you're gonna get up and walk up there and do that, don't go up there with that weak ass, stiff ass look. That bro, I thought he broke his arm because he didn't have no. He ain't never slapped a bit. He ain't, you know what I'm saying? Bro, I didn't know what he was doing, bro. That was crazy. But yeah, he should have just went on and knocked him out if you're gonna do all of that.
Now, how'd you feel about the fact that, and this is why when I first seen it, I'm a wrestling fan, so I'm gonna use a wrestling term. I thought it was a work. Because when he first walked up there, he was smiling, and Chris smiled at him. And he slapped him with a smile on his face.
You had to do that though, bro. You ain't never just had to get up on somebody right quick.
I don't know if I was smiling.
You're not gonna be able to get up on you if your energy is one type of way. If you extra aggressive and hostile, and that man ain't he don't want no smoke with you, you're not gonna get that close to him. So you gotta play shit off. Hey, my nigga, and the minute you get up on that nigga, snuff his ass.
Now, I've had people comment saying that, man, I wish I can go back to some of the comments. And see, my thing was, and I feel like a lot of men lack honor when it comes to defending their families and their ladies.
A lot of dudes didn't see their daddy stand up for their mamas.
So you think that's why you got a lot of people saying, blaming her?
There were excerpts that were taken out of Will Smith's autobiography that really speak to and lend to what happened last night. A lot of stuff that he saw with his dad, a lot of stuff that he saw his parents go through. Man, that stuff shapes and molds you. You might not even realize it. That shit might hit you 40 years from now, or 40 years from whenever it hits you. It's not guaranteed to be immediate. Those things can be far-reaching. And when you have taken on as much as he's taken on, constant Tupac jokes, the memes, the red table meme with him crying all the time, and people talking about him crying because of August Alsina, he was not crying for that reason. That wasn't the reason he was crying. But, black folks got to make every damn thing a joke. Some of this stuff is not meant to be funny. And Chris Rock, and let me say, Chris Rock said it himself, and I posted that on my Facebook page at the 26 mark of that last video that I posted. Chris Rock himself said, ain't nobody above an ass whooping, y'all. So don't forget that shit. Chris Rock got up there and said what he said about that man's wife, and now y'all mad. And Chris Rock was the one that had to remind y'all, ain't nobody above an ass whooping.
All right, let me tell you some of the other things I've seen people say. I've seen people say that Will's being selected. Had it been a rapper, or saying that Will didn't run up on August Alsina, he ain't ran up on no rapper. He wouldn't have ran up on Steve Harvey, but he picked a small guy like Chris Rock. Do you feel like that had anything to do with it?
I don't believe that, because I've been in altercations, one in particular. And when you in that moment and you defending, or what you feel like is defending your girl, you would go up against Andre the damn Giant. Ain't nothing at that point that you can't take on. You somewhere else mentally. I took on a whole party, a bachelor party one night. You understand what I'm saying? And walked up out of there damn near unscathed. The only damage to myself is what I did to myself.
No doubt. Do you feel like
But
I've
yeah,
heard
I
people
mean,
say, and I hate to, I heard people say if it had been Jimmy Kimmel, he wouldn't have done that. Do you think that's true?
no, the people who talking are the people who ain't got no wife to protect. The people who talking like this ain't got no girl to protect. You know what I'm saying? Because as much as these girls are online talking about how they don't appreciate, they didn't like whatever, all of them wish they had a man that was going to do something to that degree for their honor. You can get on social media and cap, and that's what people are forgetting. These platforms are here for you to cap and make things different than what they really are. Because you know damn well, and a lot of these girls out here, they talk all the time about how like they want a husband and oh, I see him out there with his family, makes me want a family and stuff. Well, there's stuff that comes with that family. Man ain't gonna be out here having 2 and 3 kids and can't protect the household. And the minute you get a soft ass nigga like that, then you're gonna be the first one and shit trying to cheat on him with the person that you feel like you want to protect you or can protect you. In most cases, they can't. But a lot of these dudes just, you know what I'm saying? Like it goes back to what I said a minute ago. A lot of these people never saw their fathers having to protect their mothers. Yes, I understand that's a general statement that I'm making. I have no factual basis for that. I can only go off of how I see these people out here act, especially in circumstances like this, you know? And I'm really disappointed at the women who are like down talking Will when you know damn well Will was in a situation where he was damned if he do, damned if he don't.
Yes. If he wins, he loses. If he loses, he loses. Because guess what? You know the funny thing is, and this is what I dislike about our people. That we will put a person in a situation and you have this sector saying you lame. And you have this sector saying you lame. Say for instance, right. If Will Smith didn't do anything, there have been people saying, damn, we cannot believe that man sat there in the front row and allowed that man to make jokes about his wife and didn't do nothing.
What would have happened. That's exactly what would have happened. And I hate it. I really hate, this is what I took away from all of this. And a couple people said, forget the damn Chris Rock, Will Smith shit. I'm looking at the fact that we can't never just be unified on shit. This was something that I would have felt like black men and women would have been unified on. Yes, I'm sorry it had to be against another brother. I don't think this would have changed. The only way this would have changed if, like you said, Jimmy Kimmel, Conan O'Brien, the only way this would have changed is if there was some history there. You know what I'm saying? I don't think this would have happened if Jimmy Kimmel would have said this or Conan O'Brien because there's no negative history there. I posted the context today and people skimmed right over that because it didn't support their narratives. They wanted to be funny. But when I showed that, hey, bro been messing with them since 2016, it don't change my stance. It don't change. I don't feel like you should have done that. Hey, look, man. Somebody go grab your wife's ass in your face at a funeral. And you don't do nothing. I don't even need to finish my sentence. I might as well take your damn bitch.
I was just speaking with a partner, a friend of mine, right? And he was like, Chris Rock didn't say nothing directly at her. All right, and I'm like, bro, this is what you don't. This is where they be playing, bro. Chris Rock said, Jada Pinkett, I can't wait to see you in G.I. Jane 2. Okay, now, I know for a lot of people who are younger, they might not know what G.I. Jane is. But G.I. Jane is a movie by a female going into the military, but none of that matters about the movie. The movie really is about when she got her head shaved bald, just like the other men, like the men. So he was making a reference about her head, her bald head. Now and then people say, well, He didn't know she has alopecia. Well, how in the hell Chris Rock don't know?
It.
Bro,
I'm not buying
how does Chris Rock not know and I know? Right?
I'm not buying it. Jada had a whole contract with Facebook that went public when she debuted this Red Table Talk. Anybody in those immediate circles, in her circles in Hollywood, is going to know that this is what she has going on. Now, whether or not you tune in every week or whatever, certain topics are going to be highlighted. Her dealing with her alopecia was one of the topics that was highlighted. So I'm not buying this, he didn't know. And the people who used that as an argument this morning, once again, was trying to spin the narrative. Oh, maybe he didn't know. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Seriously. Let me ask you a question. You see Jada Pinkett Smith last year with a head full of hair, and this year she ain't got no hair. You think she just went in there and cut all her shit off because she ain't had nothing else to do? These same people were sitting here joking about Chadwick Boseman too. Don't forget.
At the dunk contest. At the dunk contest? Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just saying. When you talking reckless and you trying to be funny, and then you end up understanding the gravity and the seriousness of the situation, an apology ain't gonna be enough sometimes. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I didn't know. How you didn't know? They tell me in court all the time, ignorance is not an excuse for not knowing the law.
Now, you just said something else, and I want to touch another layer. The law. So from what I'm hearing, they said Chris Rock will not be pressing charges. But do you think
not? He better damn not if he want to keep his black card.
But the Oscars have the right to press charges because it happened on the premises of the event.
That's an update then. I didn't know that. I did not know that. I know the LAPD kept the case open in the event Chris Rock ever wanted to double back and file charges. I didn't know the Oscars took it upon themselves.
No, they can. They can't. No, they can. They can. They haven't as yet. They can.
I was about to say, yo, that's foul as hell. I said, we sitting here fighting to get on this white platform, and then they do that to us. That would be crazy. That would be crazy.
Now, also, I've heard the Oscars said that he definitely won't be allowed to come back to the Oscars. But I've also heard that there won't be any potential opportunity for him to be nominated again.
Does that change the quality of the movie?
But does that hurt directors who want to hire Will Smith? Because they know if you hire Will Smith in a leading role, there's no chance that you get an Oscar nomination.
So an Oscar, I guess what an Oscar nomination is you saying, hey, you didn't win. You wasn't good enough to win. It's a nomination. Even if you got the damn thing, guess what? It's still a trophy at the end of the day. I don't think you get no extra money for that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it changes the dynamic and the quality of your movies. And guess what? If something were to happen in the world where Will Smith had to boycott the Oscars, it would be the same end game. We need to stop worrying about these platforms that are not built by us. And we out here shucking, jiving, tap dancing for acknowledgement from these people. We have enough black millionaires and billionaires to be able to build our own shit. We just lazy as fuck.
All right. How do you feel this will affect the future when it comes to jokes being made about Will and Jada?
The jokes will continue. The memes will continue. It's only going to be ramped up now. Unfortunately, Will is looking like the bad guy here. He's being crucified in the court of opinion. Chris Rock's pretty much getting off scot-free. He's a comedian. So yeah, okay, but I don't know, man. It's just I understand the comedians and what they're having to deal with right now, not being able to speak freely, not being able to say what they want to say. But even if I don't get along with you, or we might not be seeing eye to eye, you're a fellow brother. I'm not gonna get on these white folks' platform and shit and make fun of you. Yeah, it's a joke. Save that for the black audiences. Save that for our people in our little circuits and on our platforms, on our networks. TV One. I would say BET, but you already know they ain't run by none of us. So I don't know. It's just better discretion should have been used. I can't tell you where we go from here. I know that Will has some demons. That article that I read about excerpts from his book and basically how Will is in his fucking 50s. He said basically, I've been good all of this time for you guys. I ain't been in no legal trouble. I done kept my nose clean. I've delivered you all some timeless classics. Ali, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Men in Black series. Yo, I'm gonna slap me a nigga, okay? And if y'all got a problem with that shit, kiss my fucking ass.
Now, did you see the video some years back where the guy kissed Will and Will slapped him?
He should have. And that's another, should have been another closed fist situation. Should have been another closed fist situation. That one was justified even more because this man tried to kiss him in the mouth. Everybody was on board with it then, but now that this is surfaced with the Chris Rock thing, they want to go and draw back to that, which has no direct correlation whatsoever, in my opinion. Ain't no correlation in that shit.
So in closing, BMO, because I'm gonna wrap it up. And
hey,
what do you? First of all, thank you for jumping on last minute. I seen you go live. A couple times. Like, man, I want to bring BMO up and talk to BMO about this situation.
Let me tell you something. Anytime you need me, bro, you already know I'm riding shotgun, hanging out the window with the shotgun. You feel me? OG call me, I'm done.
And bro, again, I'm glad to see you back to regular BMO status. You know, you had all of us worried for a while now. But like you said, ain't nothing to keep you down. So again, appreciate it, my G.
Hey, I appreciate you, big dog.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that was my partner for life, BMO Slim. Definitely, y'all definitely can check him out. My man be killing social media. All right, real quick, man. Got to shout out my guy, Salty Global's Woman. Salty Global's Woman. Thank you for checking in. Man, shout out to everybody over on Facebook checking in. Shout out to everybody here on YouTube checking in. Now, before I get up out of here, I want to share my opinion on this whole Will Smith, Chris Rock situation. Now, this is my personal opinion on it. And if you don't agree, you don't agree. If you agree, you do agree. That's your personal take on it. Me personally, I am a married man. So if anyone speaks ill of my wife, I got to handle that the best way I can. Now, a lot of people might say, oh, this was a bad time. Bro, I have to defend my wife, my daughter, my mother's honor when it occurs. Period, point blank. When it occurs, her honor was attacked last night on that stage, and I got to defend it now. Period, point blank. That's where I stand. Victor Walker as a man. If you insult my wife, we got to address it now. If you insult my daughters, we have to address it now. If you insult my mother, we have to address it now. I cannot play around with their honor. Now, a lot of men, I've seen a lot of men posting that Jada is for the streets. She cheated on Will. That has nothing to do with her honor at that moment. Because let me explain this. Everything we know about Jada, Will knows more. Okay? Everything we as fans, as watchers, know about Will and Jada, they know more. So, if Will and Jada decided to stay together whether she had a relationship within the confines of the marriage, whether they had an open relationship, whatever their arrangements are, we as the general public, we don't know. But her honor was attacked last night because something was said about an illness that she has. They made a mockery of her in front of millions. Will Smith can't do nothing about the memes. Will Smith can't do nothing about all of us so-called journalists behind the keyboards. But Will can address the situation when confronted immediately like he did last night. And this is what I'm going to say. If they press charges on Will, I think Will Smith, the type of guy, is going to take what came with that slap he passed out last night. I understand Chris Rock not pressing charges because Chris Rock told a joke that was not in good taste. But I think Will, as a man who defended his wife's honor, I think Will is prepared to take whatever comes. I think when Will got up out of that seat, he knew there are some ramifications that might come along with my actions. I think Will know, like, man, look, you know what? I'm going to go up here and slap the shit out of this guy. But when I slap the shit out of this guy, I might not ever be here again. But this is my wife. This is my ride or die. I got to be with her for the rest of my life. I cannot allow this to go down. Or went down. I cannot allow these people to laugh in me and my wife's face. Did it happen at an inappropriate time? Sure. But the funny thing is, I don't see anyone upset with the joke that Chris Rock made. I've seen very few people upset with what he said. And that I don't understand. And now, a lot of men who don't have women or in serious relationship, marriage, with fiance, whatever the case may be. Now, a lot of you guys, y'all think, oh, no, Will a simp. But I don't understand how he's a simp. Because at some point in time, no matter what we say, no matter what they do, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett had a confine called a marriage. And whatever the agreements are, whatever the nature of that relationship is, they agree upon it and have been in it for years. So they have an understanding about each other that we don't know. But last night, from my standpoint, and y'all can get in the chat on Facebook, on YouTube, from my standpoint, I feel like her honor was attacked. Period, point blank. So Will addressed it like a real G, like a real man. Like a real man. For real. That's just my personal opinion on it. That's my take. You know, a lot of people feel different. You know, this is another one of these things that's being used. It's a divisive situation. You know, because we get these things and we tend to bicker. It's like a tug of war. My side right, your side right. But in all honesty, a lot of us who was raised by old school parents, a lot of us who had granddaddies, a lot of us who had daddies who would do whatever it takes when it comes to our family, what Will Smith done made sense to them. Now, a lot of us who maybe didn't have a dad around or a granddaddy around or no man who's going to stand up for the family, then shit, it probably don't make sense to them. It probably don't. But to me, I had a father that, you know, through good or bad or ugly, that household, no matter what he did in them streets, you didn't bring it to our front door. You was going to get addressed. Period, point blank. And you weren't going to, by no way, no how, no means, come in my mother's face and disrespect my mother about anything with my father there or my grandfather there. It just didn't go down like that. I'm sorry. I'm really afraid at how some of the caliber of men we got out here. Real talk. Like, for real. Y'all do something to somebody about your shoes. Y'all will do something about your block. Y'all will do something to somebody about your homeboy. But if somebody say something about your lady, shit, she for the streets anyway. Man, come on. That don't even make no sense. Because no matter what Jada done or has done, her and Will decided to stay together. Even if it's for the public eye, her and Will have decided to stay together. So for that right, he has a right to stand up and say, you are not going to disrespect my wife on this platform. Period. I don't think it had nothing to do with how big Chris Rock is. I don't think it had nothing to do with the fact that Chris Rock is a No. Will had enough last night. And like a real G, I think Will is prepared to handle whatever comes with what happened last night. I think he is. I think no if, no ands, no buts. Will Smith is ready to take whatever the consequences are. All right. If they don't want him to be in no movies that might be nominated for Oscars, I think he's cool with that. If they don't want him back at the Oscars, I think he's cool with that. I think as a real man, when you stand up for the respect and the dignity of your family, I think what comes with it comes with it. You know, real talk. Not no stupidity, but just whatever comes with it comes with it. If you're standing up for the integrity and the respect of the person you love, what comes with it comes with it. Because that lady was not in a position to defend herself. That man had the platform. That man has the mic. I don't know if y'all know, but the person who controls the mic controls the situation. Okay? There's no way you can come on Riding Dirty with Vic XL and control the situation. No, sir. Because I control the mic. And the person who controls the mic controls the situation. And last night, Chris Rock had control of that situation. So Will Smith took it upon himself to take control. And whether we like how we did it, or whether we dislike how we did it, he did it. And in his mind, he was defending the honor of his wife. All right, ladies and boys, girls, look, you're riding dirty with your boy Vic XL. Y'all know how we do. Now, look, do me a favor. I'm doing this on Facebook and YouTube, but I'm generally going to go live on YouTube. So y'all please come over and follow the YouTube channel, Riding Dirty TV, Riding Dirty TV. Please come follow the YouTube channel, Riding Dirty with Vic XL, man. I'm going to come to you guys with topics, interviews, just what's going on in the world, man. I'm just going to come live and talk to my people, man. So please, y'all come on over, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, get in the comments, and ride dirty with your boy. All right? It's your boy Vic XL. Again, this is Riding Dirty with your boy Vic XL, and we are about to get up out of here. I appreciate, again, my guy BMO Slim for coming through. Always can count on him for coming through. And I appreciate everybody who checked in. Again, man, got to shout out Salty Globals Warming for checking in with me over on YouTube. I definitely done this on the cuff. I didn't let people know I was coming. I just jumped on live to holler at my man BMO Slim. All right. It's your boy Vic XL. Y'all make sure y'all check me out on the Country Rap Report. Y'all also make sure y'all check out the Riding Dirty Radio stream. We stream music on all the platforms. All right. It's your boy Vic XL. Thank you for riding dirty. We gone. Peace.